Dell, as you know very well, is vulnerable to the tariff impacts that Donald Trump has now implemented. Because the company relies on international manufacturing, and the president is not going to relent. He is really bent on ensuring that this rebalancing he's pursuing is achieved. During his first term, he didn't have the sort of team he had now. Then in his first term, he had in his team politicians who were already you can even say already used to the game, used to bureaucracy. He had bureaucrats in his team then. So they hindered him from achieving this rebalancing then. He tried some of it, but he couldn't do much. You can't do much if you have it's not really down to you. But now he has that team, and he is the one he has some freedom now. He has some latitude, you know, and he's this. Fortunately, or if you like, the team shares his vision, and they're going out there and they're trying to rebalance the trade. So nobody knows if this is going to work. Nobody knows if it's going to be successful or not. But the card that the U.S. and indeed the president, or if you like, Donald Trump is there's no country in the world that has consumption up to around $29 trillion a year. China's big, GDP very big, consumption is less. Its consumption is less than 29 trillion. It's at around 10 trillion. So you can see that it is really important. So what the president is pursuing, what Donald Trump is pursuing, is to balance the trade. So to cut it short, he wants then to bring the manufacturing back to the US. It's not only Dell, he wants to bring back its manufacturing back to the US. All the other, name it, entities, countries that want to do business with, that want to trade with US, fine, we have to trade. Trade is important. Get your manufacturing into the US. That is what we want. You understand what I mean? So the US bailed out the rest of the world as of 1945. So the world has been enjoying that bailout. Mostly, I would say, mostly Europe. Now, this is a time to rebalance. So you could, I could be, I mean, I mean, give your opinion about this in the description box below. You know, that's his aim. There's no guarantee that he's going to succeed. What's actually certain is, or likely, or very much likely that is going to happen is that you may find out that some companies are going to come and they might want to negotiate. They will come and give a deal. Look, let me do this. I'm going to bring my manufacturing, sign a deal, and all those things done. You may find out that when that news comes out, you may find out some stocks may rebound. It could be Dell. Dell could go to the president and they tell the president, look, can we remove the tariffs on our products? Because look, we are going to bring back the manufacturing back. And when that news comes out, you may find out that Dell might rebound. You may find out that it might rebound. You may find out that the S&P might rebound. So there is going to be a continued decline because I mean, it's not only because of the rebalancing that the Donald Trump is pursuing. It's also because also we have, you see, in the whole of 2024, we ran up a non-stop bullish push. So there is also a rebalancing in the market at the moment. So so when such things happen, you find that we are going to be having rebound. We're going to be having pivots, but from time to time we're going to rebound and try to do upside and all that stuff. Fill up the gaps that have been created on the way down. You know, like I said, because at various times, you know, entities will come and they, if countries might relent on their own retaliations and all those kind of things. So, but the bias is to the downside. The bias is to the downside. I don't exactly know how it's going to, completely pan out for Dell. But what we know, we can say surely is that it's going to be impacted by the tariffs. The tariffs is going to most certainly affect it as things stand right now. So it could find a way to come out of it. It can go to the president and negotiate, or go to his team, and then they give them concessions. So we are looking at this. The stock has printed a 52-week low yesterday. Was it just only yesterday? Was it only yesterday? It may have printed a 52-week low yesterday. Yeah. And then you can see now the extrapolation of its 10 and 21-day moving averages is to the downside. Weakness will continue up till the early May. You know, we're going to be we might it's extrapolating that maybe from the 6th of May, Tuesday the 6th of May, we might begin to find some strength returning. So however, you can see that the extrapolations, they are gradually going down. So if a rebound occurs at some point, you may find, if a rebound occurs and Dell tries to retest the highs that it's fallen from, you may find out that some of these projections may also serve as they may cover whatever it prints. So in other words, as things stand right now, the extrapolation is still printing, still projecting higher prices, but it's with a bias to the downside. You understand what I mean? It's a bias to the downside. So just a few days ago, some of these Fibonacci projections were in play. I think as of this was as of Wednesday the 2nd. These projections were in play 112.09, and this was it in play yesterday? It wasn't in play as of yesterday, the 3rd of April. So 121.31, and then this one 127.06. I should be rather telling you what the downward projections are, but there isn't anything here. The algos are not haven't printed any downward projections. We might see them on the 4-hour chart. Let's have a look. Yeah, there are no downward projections here. No further downward projections. We're seeing in this 4-hour chart some consolidation taking place. You know, um, let's see now. Yeah, there is an upper projection here. We have 80.47. So amid all of these things, you may find out that from time to time, some of the stocks and indeed the broader market might pivot to the upside. It might pivot to the upside. But it does not mean that it's not. It doesn't mean that it is the end. And buying these dips are really, really, really dicey, really tricky. So and indeed also some of these stocks have reverse ETFs. That give you that yield. To the downside. If the stock is underperforming, they will be they'll be going positive. I don't exactly know if there's anyone um, associated with Dell. But we could see. Let's see now. Um, Let me see. Reverse ETFs. Inverse. Okay, inverse rather. Inverse ETF for um, Dell. Let's see. Let's see whether there's anything like that. Top inverse ETFs. Okay. Um, okay. Direction Daily Semiconductor. I don't even know what it has. It has Dell there. This is the long one. 2x long Dell ETF. Okay. Granite launches new. This well not very long ago. Granite ETF launches new leverage ETF on Intel and Dell. Uh-huh. Okay, they are not inverse ones. Maybe with time we might begin to see more of inverse ETFs coming up. Okay, yeah, just see what you make of Dell stock. and I'll continue to update you. Thank you very much for watching this video.